everyone, welcome back to Data Sciencey. In this video, I'll be telling you about a new feature called Operator by openai. So, Operator is an agent that can use its own browser to perform tasks for you. Just like ChatGPT, when you give the task to ChatGPT, it answers to you in text, but Operator will actually do the task for you. It's not just giving you the text based answers, it will actually do the task for you, whether it's grocery shopping or even reserving at a restaurant. So operator will do it for you. So this feature is available to pro users in the US. So pro plan is actually the $200 monthly plan. So for those users, they will get this feature operator and they're in the US. So those people will get the operator feature. So operator feature is that, for example, you say find and book me the highest rated 1 day tour of Rome on TripAdvisor. So it will search for you. So first it will go to the browser, it will type TripAdvisor, and then after that it will search for you the highest rated tour of historic Rome on TripAdvisor. So here it says that it worked for 2 minutes. Then it tells you what task it's doing. First, it's navigating to the TripAdvisor website. Then it's selecting things to do category. And then it's searching for historic room tours and then closing the pop-up, continuing the tour search, and then searching for the historic room tours, exploring all historic room tour options, then closing the Colosseum tab, resuming the tour search, then also closing the tour pop-up tab afterwards, and then exploring the options for the top rated tours, and then the sorting results by tour ratings, and then it exploring the filters for the top rated tours, and then scrolling for sorting options, finding tours. So it's doing like the many tasks for you, and it also tells you in how much time it has completed the task, or whether it's working or it has completed the task. So here there's the feature called operator. So it's an agent that can go to the web to perform tasks for you. So it's using its own browser. It can look at a web page and interact with it by typing, clicking, and scrolling. So it is currently a research review, meaning it has some limitations and will evolve based on the user feedback. So it has the limited options and it will evolve obviously based on the user feedback. And they say operator is one of our first agents, which are AI capable of doing work for you independently. You give it a task and it will execute it. So operator can be asked to handle a wide variety of repetitive browser tasks such as filling out forms, ordering groceries, and even creating memes. So the ability to use the same interfaces and tools that humans interact with on a daily basis, it broadens the utility of AI. And it also helps people save time on everyday tasks while opening up new engagement opportunities for business. So, to ensure the safe and iterative rollout, they say we're starting small and they say Operator is available to pro users in the US. And this is the website called operator.chatgpt.com. So, this research preview it allows to learn from our users and the broader ecosystem and also refining and improving as we go. So they say that plan is to expand to plus, team, and enterprise users and also integrate these capabilities onto ChatGPT in the future. So this is the future plan that it might expand to plus, team, and enterprise users and also integrate this capability to ChatGPT in the future. Here I'll show you a little bit video about the operator in which they're showing how operator agent works.
Tell me your name and what do you do at OpenAI?
Yes, my name is Hyunwoo No, and I'm a research lead of Operator in OpenAI.
And what is Operator?
Operator is a research preview of an agent that uses browsers to help users to do things. So I have a 3-year-old kid who likes pasta, so I make a linguine with clam, so I ask it to buy the groceries for it. So I will use Instacart app, and operator can actually basically use any websites without, and it is not particularly optimized for Instacart. But the reason why using this app is that it provides a detailed instruction of how this website can be best utilized, just like the tutorial that human can benefit from. So I'll use Instacart tab and ask it to solve task. Could you find a recipe of linguine with clams? from our recipes website and add our ingredients to the grocery cart of Instacart. I think I already have um, some ingredients like butter, vegetable oil, and waters, and black pepper. So you don't need to add them to the cart. So it says that I'll find recipe and then add everything in the ingredients to the cart. And okay, it says that it'll confirm the ingredients and store with me before adding them to the cart. So let's start by finding the recipe. I'm not doing anything from now on. The operator is just doing, and I'm just watching what it's doing. What is interesting with the operator is that it is using browsers that are built for the human, and it is using seeing the exactly same screen that I'm seeing right now, and using the keyboard typing and mouse clicking to control the browser, just like human would do. This is different from other agents that uses API or programming-based interface, which programmers might understand, but non-programmer users cannot understand really well. So operator, because it is using uh, this natural human interface, it's very easy to follow by just looking at what it's doing in the screen.
Can you follow its progress?
Yes. So one way to following its progress is I can zoom in to see the screen better. And Operate is powered by the text-based chain of thought reasoning. So whenever it is doing things, it says, it makes plans of how things can be done. And this can be followed through this list of the thoughts. And it says I found the recipe and which store would you prefer to use? So I'll ask, use Gus's. So often it asks clarifying question whenever it is needed in the process of solving the task. There are cases that operator have to make sensitive actions like things like logging in or buying things. In this case, we built operator to be safe in this situation. So operator is designed to ask us to take control to log in by ourselves, or whenever it needed checking it, it gives us the control so that I can double check whether the list is correct and then checking it by myself.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you showing it to us.
Thank you so much.
Here it says that how operator works. So operator is actually powered by a new model called computer using agent, CUA. So it combines the GPT-4o's vision capabilities with advanced reasoning through reinforcement learning. So CUA, the computer using agent, is actually trained to interact with the graphical user interface, GUIs. So it's trained in such a way to interact with the GUIs, the graphical user interface, like the screen that I have. So this is the graphical user interface in which there are the buttons, menus, and text fields that people see on screen. So that is called the GUI, graphical user interface. It's in a graphic form in which you can see there are buttons, there's the text, you can see everything, whether you can close the window or not. So that all you can do. So this CUA, computer using agent, will do it for you. So operator can see through screenshots and interact using all the actions a mouse and keyboard allow with a browser, in which it enables it to take action on the web without requiring custom API integration. Now, if it encounters challenges or it makes mistakes, so operator what it does, it can leverage its reasoning capabilities to self-correct. When it gets stuck and needs assistance, then what it does, it simply hands back control to the user, like ensuring a smooth and collaborative experience. Now, while CUA, the computer using agent, is still in early stages and has limitation, it sets new state of the art benchmarks results in the web arena and web voyager. So these two are the browser use benchmarks, means the benchmarks to check how much browser they can use. And you can read more about the evals and the research behind operator in the research blog post and how to use it. Now, to get started, you can simply describe the task you would like it to be done and the operator can handle the rest. Now, users can choose to take over control of the remote browser at any point. An operator is trained to proactively ask the user to take over for tasks that require the login, payment details, or when solving captchas. Means when these type of things come, such as login, payment details, or when solving captchas, then operator will hand over the control to you, means to the user. And now users can personalize their workflows in Operator by adding some instructions, like either for all sites or for specific one, such as like setting the preferences for airlines on booking.com. Like these custom instructions, what are they? Actually, the custom instructions in Operator feature are those, for example, you want the operator agent to go to booking.com and you have a preference for the airline. Like you want it just to be Emirates Airline or Fly Dubai or Flynas or maybe some another airline like Air Canada. So you add it like my preference for this airline, it should be Emirates, for example. Then it will search all the flights, only Emirates for you, and do the task. Operator lets users save prompts for quick access on the home page, which is ideal for repeated tasks like restocking groceries on Instacart. Similar to using multiple tabs on a browser, users can have Operator run multiple tasks simultaneously by creating new conversations like ordering a personalized enable mug on Etsy while booking a campsite on HipCamp. So regarding the safety and privacy, so to ensure that Operator is safe to use, as a top priority, there are the three layers of safeguards to prevent the abuse and ensure users are firmly in control. First, operator is trained to ensure that the person using it is always in control and asks for input at critical points. Like there's takeover mode, like operator asks the user to take over when inputting this sensitive information into the browser, like login credentials or payment information. And there is the user confirmation also. Before finalizing any significant action, such as submitting an order or sending an email, operator should ask for approval. So operator won't do it autonomously. It will first ask your approval to finalize any significant action. And there are some task limitation also. Operator is trained to decline certain sensitive tasks such as banking transaction or those requiring high stakes decision like making a decision on a job application. And there's a watch mode also, in which there's like on particularly the sensitive sites such as email or financial services, operator requires close supervision of its action, which allows users to directly catch any potential mistakes. And for the data privacy, they say that they have made it easy to manage data privacy in Operator. The training opt out means turning off improve the model for everyone in ChatGPT settings means data in Operator will also not be used to train our models. And there's the transparent data management. Users can delete all browsing data and log out of all sites with one click under the privacy section of operator settings, and also the past conversations in operator can also be deleted with one click. And there are some defenses also against like websites that try to mislead operator through hidden prompts, malicious code, or phishing attempts. There's the cautious navigation, means operator is designed to detect and ignore the prompt injections. Monitoring, there's a dedicated monitor model which watches out for suspicious behavior and pause tasks if something seems off. And also there's detection pipeline, like automated and human review processes continuously identify new threats and also quickly update safeguards. Here are some of the evaluations of the CUA, in which the CUA, the computer using agent, it established some new state of the art computer use and browser use benchmarks by using the same universal interface of screen, mouse, and keyboard. And here you can see there are some of the benchmarks. So the first benchmark for the computer use is OS World, in which OpenAI CUA got the score of 38.1%, and the previous SOTA got 22%, and human got the score of 72.4%. And for the browser use in web arena, computer use, the OpenAI CUA got the score of 58.1%, and human got the score of 78.2%. And in the browser use, the benchmark of Web Voyager it got the score of 87%. The previous SOTA got the score of 56%, and the web browsing agents got 87%. And for human, it's null. So it's like same for the web browsing agents and for the OpenAI CUA. Both the score is same on the web voyager. And here you can see some browser use also. Here some of the tasks are given to operator, and then you can see first there's the user prompt, then after that it is initializing the computer, then there's new screenshot, and then accessing the Cambridge Dictionary Plus section, and then after that it's clicking on it, and then there's a new screenshot like a pop-up ad, and then it's closing the advertisement pop-up, and then it clicks again, and then new screenshot, and then wait, and then new screenshot, and then it's searching for grammar quizzes available, and then scroll, then new screenshot, and then the clicking button to access grammar quizzes, then click, then new screenshot. So that's all it's going on to do the task for you. And then after that, there was the total refund task also, in which also it's doing the same process for it, and for the update license also to update the license, and then find customer also. For that, you can see the task the operator agent is doing. Here I'm showing a little bit of the video, a little clip of the video to show you that how operator agent works. So now I'll be clicking it now.
Good morning. We've got something exciting for you today. We're going to launch our first agent. AI agents are AI systems that can do work for you independently. You give them a task and they go off and do it. We think this is going to be a big trend in AI and really impact the work people can do, how productive they can be, how creative they can be, what they can accomplish. We're starting today with Operator. Operator is a system that can use a web browser, in this case a web browser in the cloud, to accomplish tasks that you give it. And we'll show you a demo in just a second, but it's really quite cool what it can do. Just like you would use a web browser, you can get pixels in, you can look at a screen and control, an operator can do that and then control the keyboard and the mouse and do all sorts of things. This is going to go live today in the United States for pro users, and it'll be other countries soon. Europe will unfortunately take a while, and we'll also in the coming months make it available to plus users. This is an early research preview. We've got a lot of improvements to do. We'll make it better, we'll make it cheaper, we'll make it more widely available, but we really want to put it in people's hands. We'll also have more agents to launch in the coming weeks and months, but that said, we'll talk more later. So excited, just want to show you a demo. I'll hand it over to Yash.
Great, thanks Sam. Hi, I'm Yash, this is Casey, that's Ray, and we work on the computer using agent team. And we're so excited to show you Operator today. As Sam said, Operator is an early research preview. It will do a lot of cool things. It also makes mistakes, sometimes embarrassing ones. But let's show you what Operator can do. Okay, so this is the Operator homepage. It lives at operator.chatgpt.com. It'll be accessible as soon as the live stream is over. And as you can see, the interface is very similar to ChatGPT. You can type in a prompt, and an operator will try to execute the task to the best of its capability. You'll also see we have a list of pre-filled prompts here. These are not really meant to be recommendations. These are meant to be things that, to give you an idea of what Operator can do. We have also collaborated with various brands like OpenTable, AllRecipes, StubHub, Uber, Thumbtack, DoorDash, eBay, Target, to make sure Operator really works well on these websites, but also we think users will find Operator very valuable in interacting with these platforms. So with that, let's jump in with a demo. Okay, so I'm going to start with something fairly simple. I'm going to use OpenTable and say, book me a table for 2 at Beretta tonight at 7 p.m. Okay.
And so you specifically chose OpenTable here.
Yeah, in this case, I'm asking Operator to use OpenTable to book a table for 2 at Beretta. Beretta is a restaurant in San Francisco. It's great. You should try it out. And at 7 p.m. And I'm using OpenTable in this case, but I could have easily said, just do Beretta, and it would have probably gone to search engine, figured out how to make a reservation as well. But let's see what it does.
So can you explain what's happening in this?
Yeah, right. So I'm going to expand this a little bit. So as soon as I typed in the query, Operator instantiated a completely remote browser. This browser is running in the cloud somewhere. And as you can see, it's already up and running. And my hands are off the keyboard. I'm not typing these things.
So this is just the AI's clicking around.
Yeah, it's just clicking around. It started this browser session. It knew where OpenTable website is, which is opentable.com. As you can see, it's summarized chain of thought here as well, which is it's gone to the URL, searched for Beretta, and something cool really happened, which is for some reason, OpenTable thought we were in Virginia, and it auto-corrected itself to San Francisco. This is using, so like ChatGPT, in Operator, you can also give custom instructions. I'm going to show this really quickly here. Just to, okay. So I've given a custom instruction that for queries that need it, I live in San Francisco. So Operator recognized that and then auto-corrected itself to go to Beretta. Okay, looks like 7 p.m. isn't available, but you know what? 7:45 is just fine. So we're going to go do that. So in this case, Operator came back, and this is a really good example of task delegation where Operator needs help or needs assistance or just wants to ask you something. It'll just come back and answer that
So in
query.
practice, you wouldn't have had to watch this. You could have just let it go off while you're doing other things. Then it would come back and say, hey, I can't do 7:45. Yeah.
And we're starting with a web app. You'll get notifications, etc. When Operator moves into mobile, you'll get mobile notifications, much like interactions we do with general apps. Okay, yes, that's great. Let's do it. Okay, so again, very simple interaction as you would have with an assistant, which is, hey, I found reservations, 7 p.m. wasn't available, let's do 7:45. And again, you can see Operator at this point has said, okay, should I? Again, this is a really good example of the confirmations work we're going to talk about a little bit later, but before doing an action, which is sort of irreversible in this case, you can cancel the reservation, obviously, but again, taking a critical action, Operator is asking us before actually doing it. And in this case, I'm going to say, let's do it. Okay, it was pretty quick. I would say 50 seconds. And again, we were watching in this case, etc. But as Sam
But
said,
you could kick off 10
kick
of
it
these
off and go on. Okay, so let's try something. Oh, unfortunately, that table is no longer available. So it's going to probably go and find alternate time slots. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. That's never happened before.
Live demos, man.
Yeah, that's great. Let's do 8:15. Okay.
If you like this video, do like, subscribe, and drop the comment in the below section. So that's all from my side. Catch you next time. Bye bye.